What is happening, guys? So this is episode 1, which sounds weird to say, but yeah. So I kind of wanted to do this longer form content. I'm kind of going to get into the hows and whys about it in a bit, because there is some value in here of, because obviously with the time limit that you got on Instagram, you're looking at 90 second reels, which is great. You can get out some short, sharp value on that. But I think from my point of view and a lot of coaches' point of view, and anyone who's kind of using Instagram in terms of like obviously a social media platform, but from a business standpoint, it's always good to look at other avenues as well, just so you can get more of you, more of your ideas and your kind of your thoughts, rather than just shit, I've got 90 seconds and I need to get out XYZ before the time limit runs out. And it can come across as a bit rushed, as a little bit blunt, which is fine for that. But I think, what's going to kind of separate you, and it's something that I'll speak about quite a lot, is what's going to separate you from a lot of other coaches out there is people kind of get to know your personality, the way you kind of deliver your message. And it's very difficult to do that in a short time frame, right? So this is something that I've wanted to do for a little bit. So I'm gonna attempt. So we're gonna aim for around about 2 of these a week. They're not gonna be super long. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna fucking sit here and talk for an hour. Because as much as I want to get more across, I want to make it valuable as well. So there's still stuff that kind of you can do, right? So there's kind of 2 lessons in this first episode. The first one is don't wait, right? If there's something that you want to do in terms of putting out a form of value or doing something different, just go and fucking do it. I always remember I've kind of always done this, where I'm kind of waiting for something and then kind of hiding behind that as an excuse. So I was like, oh yeah, I really want to get into podcasts, but I don't have a microphone, and I've got the microphone, but I haven't even fucking plugged it in because it's USB and my laptop doesn't have USB, and I'm not into tech whatsoever. So I mean, it's sat there, but obviously it's not turned on. And it's like, I remember years ago, I was like, oh yeah, I want to kind of do that, but this hasn't arrived, or I need to go and do that, but I need to order that first. And none of it was true. Do you know what I mean? We're all kind of, at one point or another, I think if we were honest, we hide behind excuses as to not go and do something, which, if you look back, I think as time goes on, when you're in business or whatever it is, it doesn't have to be business wise. It could be something to do with like day-to-day life. It's like, oh yeah, I really want to go to the gym, but I can't because I don't have any trainers, and you don't go buy any. Or I really want to go to the gym, but it's shut on a Sunday. Do you know what I mean? Like it's bullshit excuses that we need to stop. So that's kind of the first lesson, right? And the second one kind of goes into this longer form of content that I've kind of been speaking about. Now, we know that with social media, it's very, very attention grabbing. We can go down the route of how coaches, business owners just slate social media. Oh, my posts don't get seen, or oh, the algorithm's shit. It's like, what we need to get into our head is it's not your platform, right? You didn't build it. You do not own it. You don't even own the audience on there, okay? It is a free platform in order for you to market your business for free, financially free, okay? Obviously, you can go down the route of paying for ads. Obviously, it takes time and energy, but financially, you're not having to pay to market your business on there. So that's another thing. Let's not complain about a free platform where we can literally build our business, okay? It's their platform. They can do whatever the fuck they want with it. If they want to move the goalposts, they're going to move the goalposts. We need to adapt, right? So what we can do is then kind of funnel people down to other avenues, right? So that's when it comes to long form copy. So something like this. So for me, what I will do is literally just put this as like a teaser on my stories. And then obviously if people that are interested will then come and listen or watch. I need to work out if I can upload it for you to watch. Either way, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But it's actually that way of funneling people through. So actually people will see it on my stories and be like, fucking hell, I don't want to listen to her speak. Cool, no issue. You're never going to be part of my business, and that's fine. You're watching my stories, which is weird, but either way. But you will get people that'll be like, oh yeah, shit, actually, I really want to listen to that. I kind of value what she put in her content. Now I'm going to go and see what kind of this is about. Any value from that, but it's longer form, so I can get more out to you. As I say, I'm not going to sit here and talk for like fucking an hour. But if I can get some lessons out to you guys, then that's kind of what it's all about. So having that option, you know, and it's filtering people through. You'll have people now that are on your stories, which is great. Those people that when you put a teaser through to your content, you'll have a selection of those people click on the content. If you put polls, you'll have an even smaller selection click on the polls. But ultimately, we're filtering people through. So we've gone from 100 people watching our stories, most of which aren't really interested in our business at the moment. Some might not even be a good fit anyway. And then we filter them through to the content. Again, that little group has got smaller. Poll got smaller. So you could start with 100 and actually you've booked one person in for a call. So we filtered them through. And it's exactly the same with your longer form content. If people are interested in what you do and they like what you do and they want to kind of find out more, but they're not quite ready for that, I say the end step, because ultimately that's what it is when it comes to social media marketing. The end step is obviously to get them into our program or our service or our coaching or whatever it is that you offer. So, but they want a little bit more before they get to that end step. So it's like, okay, so I've watched the stories, I've watched the content, and just, you know, I just want to know a little bit more about what they do, or they just want to take on more information from you. And as I say, this is where the longer form content is huge, because it gets more of you across, right? It gets more in terms of the value, in terms of your message, in terms of your language, in terms of your personality. Like, not being funny, some of you could have watched my stories and then clicked through to this, watched half of it and been like, she's a fucking idiot. Cool, no issue. Again, you're never going to be in my business. If that's the type of person you think I am, then that's cool. I got no issue with that. You're not going to be liked by anybody, which is another, you know, that's a story for another day when it comes to coaches trying to please everybody, and then putting out very vanilla content because they don't want to upset anyone. I'm not saying we have to go, you know, fucking all, what is his name? Andrew Tate? Alan Tate? I fucking don't know what his name is. Like, obviously, you don't have to be that controversial, but we do need to kind of put out content that is us so people can get an idea. You know, it's almost like, I think what you have to do with content, whether it's long or short form, you have to think of it like a teaser to your business, right? If you follow my content for a while, you know I speak a lot about content being like a shop window. Yeah, so if you're kind of walking through, I mean, it's pretty old school now. I mean, where I live, I mean, I don't, you know, it's not like derelict or anything, but we have a town called Poole, and you literally walk down the high street and every other shop is shut. Again, we don't need to go off on a tangent, but if you go through and you see something that catches your eye in the shop window, it's captured your attention. Yeah, so then actually you might have a look at it. You might walk past, but that's fine, you know, and you might walk past that shop fucking 20, 25 times. Still not go in, and then there might be something else that captures your attention, and then something else, and then one day you're going to walk in again. You might not buy anything, but you've taken that one step further. And this is exactly what your content is when it comes to your social media, when it comes to your audience, when it comes to people that are watching you currently now. Okay, so it's another reason why you need to be consistent. It's another reason why you have to offer another option. You have to offer something else that isn't just 15-second stories and 60-second reels. Yes, it's great content, and yes, that will warm your audience up, but there has to be another avenue. It's a way, it also saves you time, because actually, again, if you've got an audience of 1,000, let's say you've got 1,000 followers, 100 of them watch your stories, giving someone an option, so whether that's a lead magnet to an email list, okay, again, 10 people might do it, right? But it's 10 people that are further along the buying scale than the people that are still watching your stories, or the people that are in your audience that aren't even watching your stories. Yeah, so you've got to give them the option of having something more from you, okay? Because the more you give, all right, and the more you're visible and the more you show up and the more you are consistent, the more content those warmer people are going to consume from you, and the quicker they are more likely to reach out, or as with anything, you reach out to them, but the more quicker they are to book in a call, and then you have the option to join your program. Okay, so kind of like 2 lessons in this one. So first one, don't wait. If you want to go and fucking produce some form of content, go and do it. And then, you know, don't wait for your business cards to, I know business cards is really old school. I actually had a conversation with my PT about this morning. So I'm going to a networking event and I ordered business cards because it's the thing that you kind of give, right? So it's, I say business cards, but you know what I mean. It's something for me to give somebody so they can take it away. So I'm at the forefront of their mind, which is exactly what social media is. So yeah, so don't wait, okay? And then also having an option of longer form copy. Okay, so having an option. So as I say, lead magnet, email list, blog, something, a Facebook group, something where somebody can go to who is warmer on that scale, but actually they could read 2 blog posts from you and be like, fuck, actually, this is the person that can help me. Or they consume short bits of content for you for the next 6 months and then decide. Okay, there's no right or wrong way about it, but you have to give people that option, because the buying scale and that pool of warmer leads is going to slowly build. So actually, if you put out an offer or you outreach to these people, the chances of them saying yes is a lot higher, because they've consumed something of more value, more personality, and they feel like they already know you, right? It's when that whole kind of sales process becomes so much easier, because you've given them so much content, you've given them so much of you as well. So in terms of, you've put your personality across, you've used your language. If you swear, you swear. If you're blunt, you're blunt. If you've got a soft approach, then be soft. But they already know that from your content, so they've decided that you're the person that they want in their lives to help them overcome the problem. So obviously a lot of you are fitness based, so weight loss, going to the gym, whatever it might be. But that is the massive benefit of longer form content. So I hope that helped. As I say, my plan is to do 2 of these a week. I actually quite enjoy speaking for a longer period of time. I find like with reels, you guys might find it as well, but you fucking like rehearse it so many times because you want to get it banging out. And I don't know if you guys feel the same, but literally sometimes I'll do a reel and I'll do it in one take. So from the time it's taken me to record the reel, get the captions put on, get the cover done and posted, it's like 3 minutes. Or it takes fucking an hour and 3 minutes because it's taken me so many times, and I've got a fucking cat running around, or someone's building something outside, so you're having to redo it. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. So hopefully going to do 2 of these, as I say, because I feel it gets a bit more value out. As I say, I want to make them to the point where there's something for you to take away. Okay, so there's always something for you to take away and be like, oh shit, like almost like that cliche light bulb moment. But that's what I want to try and get across in each of these episodes. But yeah, obviously if you guys have any questions or any comments, or there's something that you kind of want me to kind of talk about or go more in depth in, then please let me know. But stay tuned for episode 2, which will be available. I mean, I've not fucking uploaded one of these things yet, so hopefully this will be available today, which is Tuesday, and then the next one will be available on Friday. I'm gonna do Tuesday, Friday moving forward. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense, guys. But yeah, any questions or anything, let me know. Have a good day.